What's up, guys? How are we doing? Is everybody having a fun and productive Black Friday? We are full of technical difficulties already. We're trying to make some cool stuff happen for you guys, and of course, any of you who ever that was loud. Sorry. Any of you who have ever done anything with cameras or AV equipment of any form know that you start making changes and things start to get a little bit goofy. So bear with us, but I think that you guys are going to be happy. We have implemented a lot of your feedback, stuff that you wanted to see us doing, and we'll see. So I mean, Calyx complained about not having any music, and I finally figured out how to make music happen. And we're gonna get into some stuff here in a little bit, and I think you guys will be happy with the results. It was not easy trying to cram it in to getting it fixed, so I think just about 15 minutes late. It's not too hateful. So, real quick, looks like we have quite a few people hanging out in chat, so let's see who's here and say hi before we get started with anything. Calyx is of course here, heckling as always. Deanna, thank you for joining. I replied to your Discord message, I think it was this morning, letting you know kind of what the game plan is, so I'll have some more information on that this week. James is here. James, we picked out your 2 spools of filament, so now that I'm back from my holiday travels, we're going to be able to get those shipped out to you. Cameraman Beau is here, which, well, we're in his house, so I would hope he's in chat. If you guys haven't yet, before we really get started with stuff, can you hit us with a bang invite and go ahead and share the stream with your friends? Shay, what's up, man? I got some cool stuff that I think you're going to be interested in. For those of you who don't know, Shayway in chat is a really fun 3D printing content creator. And he and I do talk periodically, kind of pick each other's brains, do a little bit of back and forth. So I strongly encourage you guys, if you are like me and can't get enough 3D printing content, go check out Shay's channel. He's posting stuff just a little bit more frequently than I am right now, and is an awesome, awesome resource, and honestly, major stand-up guy here in the 3D printing community. So I strongly encourage you guys to all check out Shay. Super, super nice guy. So how are we doing, guys? Are we having fun? Calyx, when are we shipping out the next box of toys? Probably next week. So I think Loyal said that his goal is he wants everything there by the 2nd of December. So I would like to just anything else that we have. I want to try to get that shipped out like next Thursday, give or take. It's kind of my goal. I'm not sure what the timeline looks like, and I'm not sure 100% how much stuff we're actually going to have to ship out. For those of you guys who don't know, I actually just got back in town a little bit ago. So my sister lives about 6.5 hours away. It's with an hour time zone difference. It's like 7.5, 8 getting there, and we left when I got off of work Wednesday night at 6. We left at about 6:45 my time to go hang out with my sister for Thanksgiving. My brother-in-law just got deployed, and she lives a pretty good distance away. So my grandparents and I loaded up when I got off work, and we drove straight through to go hang out with her for Thanksgiving. And we left at 7 a.m. Central, or 7:30-ish Central this morning. And I've only been back in town for an hour and a half. So I don't know how much energy I'm going to have. So we're going to see what happens. We're hanging out with cameraman Beau. We have some cool stuff to unbox and something that's a little bit frustrating. And I'm not 100% sure what the story is on it. Real quick though, Calyx, I see you're playing with chat commands. Can you type bang invite in chat, Calyx? While I take another drink of caffeine here. Caffeine and sugar makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know. So for those of you who weren't in our last stream, where we were unboxing, or where we were counting. We were counting. Calyx. Be a team player, man. Bruh. Thank you. Hey, so if you guys see that link is not just spam, if you actually click on it, it will compose a pre-written tweet, so that way you guys can invite your friends to come hang out in the stream. So for those of you who don't know, that weren't in the last chat, we actually miscounted. So cameraman Beau and I spent about 3 hours sitting right here counting out toys for the Loyal Moses print drive. And we were actually short. So we managed to squeak a couple more into the box, and not including Calyx's contribution, we actually shipped 492 toys to Loyal Moses. So with each kid getting 10 toys, with each kid getting 10 toys, just in what we were able to print, we actually managed to contribute to about 50 kids. 49 and a half kiddos are going to get toys that we made, and I'm super excited about that. Deanna says, thank him for his service, but on both ends of a deployment. Not fun. I will do that. My brother-in-law is awesome. He is a great guy. He's not doing anything too crazy to my knowledge. It's a training exercise, but he's going to be gone for, goodness, almost a year. So it's because Beau didn't order his bamboo, which if he ordered at the time would probably have been there in time. Calyx, it was last Friday. If he would have ordered the bamboo last Friday, it may have been here this week. But my grandparents, being the awesome, awesome people they are, they actually took care of shipping out the box for us. So for those of you guys who remember, and James was the closest guess, our box was over 25 pounds of toys, and my grandparents, they paid to ship it. So a big, non-standard box. Let's see if you guys paid attention to my messages in Loyal's stream earlier this week. How much do you guys think that box cost to ship? I live in Ohio, Loyal lives in Washington. So, how heavy do you guys think that box was? Let me know in chat. Calyx says his bamboo will be here before Thursday the 30th. Sweet, man. I hope you get it in time to be able to squeak out a couple of prints for the print drive. W. Grandpa, who is a very old man. My grandpa's not that old for a grandpa, man. He's a pretty young grandpa considering I'm 26. James thinks $80. And James is actually pretty close. It was $83 to ship it. It was $83 to ship our box of toys from where I live in Ohio all the way to the mountains of Washington where Loyal Moses lives. So definitely not a light box. Also, cameraman Beau's mic'd up.
Yes, but did he buy a bamboo?
You already told him no. You already ruined your whole shtick.
I didn't have a shtick. I told everyone I wasn't buying a bamboo, and guess what I didn't do? I did not, in fact, buy a bamboo.
You know, as your best friend, I'm honestly still impressed by that.
My restraint has been impressive, I feel like.
Considering I'm still contemplating buying a P1S and taking advantage of that PayPal Pay in 4, man. So, what do you guys think? What do you want to do tonight? We have some cool stuff to look at. I have a stack of boxes over here off to the side. Do we want to start opening some stuff?
Go lay down.
Or do we want to say hi to the dog first? Because the dog's getting yelled at. Come here, Diesel. Come here, buddy. So, this is not my dog. He thinks he's my dog. This is cameraman Beau's dog. His name is Diesel. He got him from my cousin's. No! You can't get on the table. Diesel's a little bit nutty. He's a sweet boy. All right. Are you the star of the show now? Is this the Diesel show?
Go lay down.
We should try and make... All right, Deanna said dog. I brought the dog. Shay says, let the dog unbox things. You know, he doesn't really tear a lot of stuff up unless you put his Kong toy in a box. In which case, he absolutely will destroy that box.
Yeah, that box is done.
Kalik says we should try to make Beau order a bamboo all night. You guys tried that last week and it didn't work. And then I spent the following week trying. And also, some of you guys were continuing to bully him by way of me in Loyal's stream and on Twitter. So, I don't think it's going to work, guys. I don't think that we can peer pressure him, which is impressive.
I'm unpeer pressurable.
That's not true.
Okay.
You're a liar.
You know what? You didn't have to call me out like that on stream.
All right, guys. So I'm going to grab some boxes. So where do we begin? Let's start with showing you guys. So we have this box right here. And as you can see, it's already been opened. I didn't do that.
I didn't do it either.
Then we have this little box, or padded envelope. And then we've got this big old box here. So I think Shay says that you need to hold out for next year for the next generation of bamboo printers.
Will it come in time for the print stream? Or the print stream, the print drive?
Like next year's print drive?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
If I had it to guess. The X1 Carbon's going on like 3 years old now. Also, this is putting me in the shade. I gotta make sure that I'm not doxing one of us here too. By one of us, I mean you.
I don't really care if I get doxxed, if I'm being honest.
That's convenient. We did use your address as a public-facing business address.
Yeah. Yeah, if people look up our other business, they know where I live, probably. You'd have to do more digging than the very first page of Google, but not a lot more digging.
This is true. I'm gonna go get a P.O. box this week. I think a P.O. box is a thing that we need.
How much does that cost?
I think it said it was less than $15 a month for like starting out.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, I would have figured a lot more money than $15 a month. That seems very inexpensive to me.
yeah. I'm kind of excited to see what kind of chaos people send us. Although, Deanna in chat is the one I was telling you about from Discord the other day that wants to help with Operation Insulate the Shed.
Oh.
So Deanna in chat wants to send us a gift card to start working on insulating the shed.
Well, that's wonderful.
It's very exciting. Calyx, I did not go to Micro Center. I really thought about it. Instead, I bought all of this stuff because, okay, here's the thing. I love getting new 3D printers. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. New printer day is the most fun. And aside from the print drive, which is a bit of a special exception, I never print more than when I get a new machine. But here's the problem. I wanted to go buy the K1 Max so that way I could have a big McLarge Huge enclosed 3D printer. $649 is a phenomenal deal for an enclosed, speedy Core XY helmet class printer. The problem is, how much more content is there to be made on that machine? How revolutionary is that machine really in the grand scheme of things? Could that money be applied better elsewhere? The answer to that question is yes, the money absolutely could be applied better elsewhere. So I thought instead of buying another machine that I wanted, I thought it would be fun to do the responsible thing and kind of invest it in the channel. Because here's the thing. A lot of the stuff that I would buy for the channel is stuff that cameraman Beau and I can actually utilize in other business ventures that we have. So we actually have a small photography business, and Beau has been doing some wedding photography, and having a lot of the things that we need to run a successful 3D printing YouTube channel actually corresponds with running a photography business. You need lights, you need cameras,
action.
You do need action.
How did you not think I was gonna say that?
Oh,
Is there a world in which you thought I wouldn't do that?
There is not a world in which I didn't think that you would do that. I just would like to think better of you.
You are wrong. Don't ever think better of me.
But
I will reach for the low-hanging fruit every time.
don't I know you? So here's the thing. I could have bought another 3D printer. I have a lot of those right now. Or I could make some investments that are multi-purpose. And that's what I did with this stuff. Because every bit of filming gear that I can acquire helps us in more than one way. Buying 3D printers is really kind of it's a thing that I want to do, and I'm hoping that we're nearing the point where we're starting to get on some brand radars, and we'll have some companies start sending us some stuff in the near future. We'll see. So, let's open stuff, guys. Let's open some packages. First up, get this little padded mailer. Remember, don't cut towards yourself. It's not safe. Eat.
Rem's making a mess of my house.
Like you don't make a mess of your house. Guys, I was about to gesture with a knife, which is that's a bad habit that I have. We did a fun thing. I just opened that, and I didn't show you guys the thing that we did. Look, we have a top-down view. You guys can see my hands now. Look at that. It's like an off-brand jerry-rig everything situation, and there is not a lot of light coming through there.
Did you steal my mouse?
No, this is my mouse.
Do we have identical mices?
Yeah, we bought it the same day.
I don't need you questioning my memory like that in front of everyone.
Gosh. Okay, so we're not getting a lot of light over here. Cool thing about the lights that I bought, though, I can control them with my phone.
Do you need this light to be brighter?
Yeah.
I just reach up and turn it up.
Yeah, but then I can't show off the cool app that I can do it with my phone. So, I just make it brighter in here. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so in box number this one, in our little tiny box, we ordered something useful. So for those of you who need a snack, there's a silica pack.
You know the dog will eat that.
Your dog absolutely will eat that. I cannot fathom why instructions are necessary for this product.
Are those Arca plates?
Well, thanks for ruining the grand reveal. Yeah.
I didn't know what they were. I was curious.
Gosh. It's some sidekick you are.
You should have told me what they were before you started doing this stream.
I did tell you what they were.
You most certainly did not.
I told you what I ordered. You know everything that's in these boxes.
That's not true. You called me and said, I have 4-ish packages coming to your house. And I said, okay. And you said, feel free to open them. And I said, okay. And then I didn't do that.
I told you what each and every one of these things were before they showed up here.
Y'all, he's questioning my memory. And while he may be right to do so, it's rude. And you should let him know he's being rude.
Don't you turn them against me. They're going to do that on their own.
Well, it's better than them telling me to buy a bamboo. That's also rude.
Oh, that's not going to stop.
I know.
Okay, so what these are called Arca plates. So in the photography and videography world, you can get tripods that are ready to go to natively take these plates, which means it doesn't matter what brand of tripod you have. I can just move my camera from my tripod to Beau's tripod, and then we can also move things to his DJI gimbal. Calyx. He's gonna bully us both at the same time.
Oh, what a bully.
He's mean.
He is mean.
No, because it's funny. So, the reason that I bought these is I have a little tripod that I tried to use last week to be able to run the GoPro for top-down / table view stuff. So that way we could hold up toys, and it didn't work. So I'm going to acquire a webcam as well. So right now we're running my ZVE10. You can't see what I'm pointing at. We're running my ZVE10 as our A camera. We're using cameraman Beau's Sony a7 IV as our B camera, our top-down camera. And then we are going to incorporate a webcam for some table shots. Shay says he's got a split for a movie, but good to see the stream. Yeah, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. And yeah, we need to catch up soon. Everybody say bye to Shay.
Bye, Shay.
So we're trying to implement more camera views. I'm not sure how many of you guys follow me on Twitter. Probably not very many of you. I know Calyx does, because he bullies me there too. But I've been having a lot more fun live streaming recently than actually doing full-blown video production.
It's called X, not Twitter. Get with the times. The future is now, old man.
So I've been having more fun just with live streams. It's fun to get to just hang out and chill and chat with you guys. And seeing as we have now brought cameraman Beau on board as our background heckler, that does actually make this a little bit easier to do. I don't know how many of you have tried to do a live stream before, but when you're sitting in a room and you're just talking to a camera, it's kind of hard to do, especially if you're not an overly social person. Now that we have a few people who have been consistently hanging out in chat, it's a lot easier because I can talk to you guys directly. And that's what's fun about live streaming, is we get to interact directly. I get to talk straight to you guys in relatively real time. But we were kind of limited in how we were doing things before. So we're making upgrades. And that's what's fun, is we can slowly incorporate new things. we started with adding music. Tonight, we have 2 cameras. And everything in this box, these boxes, are all things that are going to help make the channel better. And this is something, I don't know if you guys can hear the dog, but he's going a little bit nutty. He is wacky. But I do want you guys to know that cameraman Beau and I spend quite a lot of time throughout the week talking about video ideas, channel improvements. Lately it's been what can we do on live streams. So we spend a lot of time and put a lot of energy into how can we improve the experience for you guys. And that's part of why we decided, instead of me buying a new toy, I bought a bunch of new toys. So
It's all about you, the bullies. I mean, the viewers.
Deanna says, I have to do voiceovers and keep putting it off. Used to be you needed a doctor if you talk to yourself. Yes. Yes. That's very true.
I've been talking to myself for years.
Yep. All right. You guys want to get into this box? See what's in here? I've started opening the toys, Calyx. Gosh, you are demanding.
And impatient. Demonetized.
It wasn't threatening. It's a tool.
Didn't you get a strike on TikTok just for having a knife in your hand?
I was fidgeting with it. I did get a community guidelines violation on TikTok for playing with a knife.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and now there's whole knife, like, I see people posting knife reviews and stuff on TikTok.
I've seen people playing with pew-pews on TikTok.
Yeah.
Real ones, not the actual thing that they say.
There's that one. There's a guy that takes apart disposable vapes and also is a high-end knife collector.
That seems safe.
It's not
Don't
really
they
hard
still
to
have lithium batteries in them?
Yeah, but it's not really hard to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, this one's open. What do we have in here? A lot of empty space. A lot of empty space. What do we have here? Yep, there it is.
I don't know what that is either.
You will as soon as it starts getting put together. So, get this box out of here. We might keep that box, though, depending on what our next toy shipment size looks like. So, this, how does this open? Classy! Look at this, primo packaging, Scotch tape.
Classy.
So,
Ooh, I do know what it is.
there you go, there it is. So this right here is, that zipper is made of zipper.
I'm guessing not a YKK zipper.
Oh no, definitely not a YKK zipper.
Oh, that looks like a pain in the butt.
Oh, this is gonna not
Oh, that looks like a pain in the butt.
be. The stuff just keeps coming.
Oh.
So this is a light diffuser. This is it's an umbrella, or I'm sorry, it's a softbox. Okay. And what this does is takes not stonks.
My head hurts just looking at that.
You know how much I paid for this? $35. And I'm about to pay for it right now.
Yeah, you are.
I am about to pay for the fact that this was $35. So, what are you?
Give me the sticks. Oh, I have a headache.
So in the world of photography and videography, you use diffusion techniques to make your light not harsh.
Helix.
Lame next to it.
Excuse me, I believe it's pronounced lame.
So you have to use diffusion techniques to not cast harsh shadows. And that's what this is for. This is for our studio lights. And this is about to suck to assemble. Also, I'd like to point out that this little plate came with an instruction manual. This did not come with any form of instructions, and this is looking more convoluted by the second.
Oh, my head hurts so much.
This is what happens, guys. This is why you got to be careful buying budget photography equipment. So this right here is what diffuses the light. Okay, we're gonna tuck that down there. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. That has to get taken apart.
What has to get taken apart?
I think that's a two-piece. The Bowens mount.
This, it is.
Yeah, and I think that has to sandwich part of this reflector.
Oh, that seems so dumb.
I don't know. I'm ready for my close-up.
You look like that thing from Jurassic Park that spits venom.
It's called fashion.
I don't think that it is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about fashion.
I think it's called My Business Partner Looks Silly.
I can't put you have half the pieces over there.
That's because I was going to assemble it for you.
Well,
while you moved on to the next thing.
Well, no, that's not part of. You gotta struggle through it on camera.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
It's one of those dog guns.
Well, to take this apart requires Phillips head screwdrivers. Well, that's what I went to get.
Well, let's see if we actually have to take it apart. I'm not sure. There's no instructions. We're flying blind here, man.
Let me see the smaller piece. Oh, it unvelcros?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to take it apart. I didn't take that one apart.
That one's a good brand. That one's a Godox.
It was only like $20 more than that one.
So far, am bit full. Where are the instructions? There are no instructions. Listen to this quality zipper. Cheap. Yeah, all that's left inside of here was just a silica gel pack. What is happening? This is like one of those reality cooking shows where we do a scene transition, you guys come back and a Beau has it assembled.
It'd be a stretch to say that I'm going to have this assembled.
Yeah, I feel like that needs to be out of the way for a minute.
This is utter chaos. Okay. So this needs to be assembled here. This needs to, oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Oh,
Took this one too.
maybe it's not time to have these inserted yet? I don't know. I don't know the rules here. Are there any labels inside of that thing that correspond?
Nope. This seems like a job for somebody that knows what they're doing.
Which is neither of us.
Yeah, that person is not me. Alright, I'm gonna start.
Well, look, there's the people on camera can't see what's happening, but there's Velcro inside of that thing for these to stick into.
Do you mean the little thingies?
Yeah, the little arms.
The people off camera can't see that right now. And the dog is being helpful.
He is.
And by helpful, I mean not even kinda. Oh, who did this?
Why is one of these things a grub screw? Or why does one of these have a thumb screw?
That's so that you can tighten it up and the thing doesn't spin inside the thing. I do know that because mine does the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. Now that I've assembled this,
So does that sandwich? Does that have to sandwich this, or
no, I think it just goes through it.
Okay, well, let's bring it over here and see. You're sitting there off camera and nobody knows what you just did.
Well, I put those two things together.
So then this just is going to come through here like this, and then it gets held together via tension.
That is how mine works.
Okay. So let me switch to the top-down camera since that feels like the easiest way to see what's gonna. Yeah. Here's a little bit of a free tech tip for you guys. Don't buy cheap camera gear.
What in the world is this?
The-
Yeah, what's it Velcro to? it's just the loop side. There's no hook there.
Oh, wait. I think I know what that goes to. Oh, this is just gonna suck. It's taking shape. Here, take some rods. I was nearly de-eyed. Oh, it's giving birth. Get in the hole. This thing is like under tension. This is spooky.
So far, not a fan.
Oh, you don't gotta like it, but the kids gonna love it.
What have you done?
I don't. Frankly, no clue. This is getting worse by the minute. Part of the problem is it wasn't under enough tension, so the thing started to actually kind of back out. Every bit of tension that we add, I can hear the Velcro coming undone. Also,
Hey, I'm coming undone.
Also, I feel like calling this Velcro is a stretch. It didn't really get all the way in the hole.
Well, oh hey, look, another one. This is the loosest part, so I'm gonna go in here.
Are we out of alignment here?
Oh, extremely, for sure.
Is there any way to make it be in
Being
alignment?
said, it is in the shape. It's in the parabolic shape in which it is supposed to be.
So I think I know what these are for, because I had two.
Ah, you have a baffle.
Yeah, there's that too.
Okay, so you have a baffle and a diffuser.
What does that do for me?
This,
Yeah.
it gives you more diffusion. You don't need it. I'm
Throw it
not
away.
running mine. I can put it in though.
I feel like we don't need that for
I don't-
any reason whatsoever.
We absolutely do not.
All right, now for the next suck part. Is this just in a round shape, or does this actually make the hexagon shape?
It makes the hexagon shape. So
Is there a proper inside out of this?
it seems as though the way we have it is correct, I believe.
Oh, okay, I see. It looks like
These
there's
little notches.
Yeah. Is this one of those things that's best to work it around from one side?
I don't know. But I know we need to keep it low because then that black thing,
That's
wherever
the-
that went,
That directs the light.
yeah, that is your grid, which also sticks to this same Velcro. Are you looking at chat at all? Because I haven't looked at chat in a minute.
Yeah. Calix asked what the website was so he could find us the instruction manual.
We don't need no stinking instructions. We can screw it up all by ourselves, thanks.
Well,
All right, so there's that. And where's the grid?
yep.
Sure. Oh, there it is.
So can you explain to chat what the grid does?
So, the grid, to the best of my understanding, as a fairly amateur photographer, excuse me, kind of keeps your light directed, so it diffuses it so it's softer, so it doesn't create the harsh shadows on your face or on your subject, whatever that may be. But then the grid keeps it kind of more directed at your subject so that you don't have as much spill onto other things in the room.
So the grid points the light.
Kinda, yeah, that's my understanding. There could be somebody in chat that knows a lot more about this than I do. Because, well, if I'm being honest, I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that there's a grid in the one that I have.
If I'm being honest, it looks like this grid doesn't. It looks like the grid's we touch small for this one. Gets a little squirrely at the edge here.
No, seems fine to me. That's about exactly how mine went in.
Was yours easier or more difficult to assemble?
More difficult.
To assemble?
Substantially.
Is this the same size as yours?
It is not as deep, I can tell you that.
I just went for lowest bidder. Same
It's
diameter.
yeah, it's pretty close.
So
Which camera view are we looking at right now?
we're on top down. We're coming back to up top though. So we're back up top.
So this is the finished product.
So what this is gonna do is this is gonna hook into a light, which adds light and makes us not look like it's amateur hour up in here. Even though trying to assemble this thing made me feel like it was amateur hour up in here.
Yeah, if you just watched us assemble that, it is absolutely amateur hour up in here.
All right, so we're gonna get rid of that for a minute. And now we have to talk about this box right here. So,
The fun box.
yeah. Okay, so like I said at the start of the stream, I was traveling this week. So I had these boxes delivered here to cameraman Beau's house. And as far as I knew, everything was delivered on Wednesday when it was supposed to be delivered. Apparently, that wasn't the case. This box right here was not delivered yesterday. Or Wednesday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving.
At least not to my house.
This box arrived on cameraman Beau's front porch today, this morning, open already. Okay, I understand every courier shipping a box and leaving it at the wrong house. That happens, okay? What I don't understand is I had two other boxes as a part, or two other packages as a part of this delivery coming here. How did this end up somewhere else? Also, did whoever ended up with this not read the shipping label before they just tore into a box?
I kind of understand that, just opening something because it came to your house. I don't do that. Even with mail, I look at the name on it before I look at the address. Like, I don't care if it was addressed here or not. If that's not my name, I'm not opening it. I'm just putting return to sender.
Well, I ran into a similar situation, 3 years ago. When my little sister graduated, I bought her a really nice Leatherman multi-tool as a graduation gift because she was going into the Army. So I bought her a nice Leatherman that was aimed at firearm maintenance because I thought that it would add value in her time there.
Did you get the OHT?
No.
What
There's
did you
no
get?
variant of the OHT. This is, I don't know. It's the firearm version of the camping one that Nick has. It has like a brass
Camping one was the Signal.
very similar.
Okay.
So it has a brass scraper on it that you can
Okay.
replace. It's threaded for you to use brushes and other cleaning
I remember when you
implements.
bought that. I don't remember if I ever actually messed with it or not.
You did briefly because
Did I?
yeah. So this package was delivered to one of my neighbor's houses. This was not a cheap multi-tool to buy. I actually bought a name brand Leatherman multi-tool, and it ended up at the neighbor's house. I was livid. Read the shipping label. It tells you who it belongs to. Like, why? Why is this open? So Deanna says they're trying to make it a federal crime to open someone else's packages. I don't disagree with that, but
It is a crime to open someone else's mail. The problem is, if it's a genuine mistake,
what am I supposed to do? Call the cops on my senior citizen neighbor?
I
for
mean,
opening
yeah,
my box?
that's a pretty hard call to make. Like, if it seems intentional, then yeah, maybe. But if
Think about all the things that people are being exposed to that they don't want to be exposed to because they didn't take the time to read a shipping label. Like, there's a lot of stuff that people don't want to see, or like medication is shipped now.
yeah, that would be a problem if somebody opened and took the wrong medication. But again, if it's a genuine mistake, I don't think, maybe let's not add to that a criminal charge of some kind.
Being said, though, if I open this box and it was supposed to be medicine, I don't care how anything in that box looks. I'm not taking anything. If If I
Yeah.
received a shipping box with my month of subscription or prescriptions, this is what the digital content age has done to us. But if I open a box that has medication that I need to maintain my health, and it arrives to me on my front porch already open like this, I'm not taking any of that.
No, and I'm going to be pretty insistent that somebody other than me pay to have it replaced, whether that be the postal service. I mean, whoever
I have food delivered.
Yeah, whoever delivered that box, again, if that was something, if it was food, if it was medicine, if it was something you were going to put inside of your body, yeah, I would say that's your responsibility. You delivered it to the wrong house and somebody else opened this and I'm not taking it. Yeah, that's a problem. But again, in this case, you know, either way it went, could have gone to that house, could have gone to that house. I'm not pressing charges against either of them. I know both my neighbors, and they're both, I mean, I don't know them well, but they're both friendly people. And
Yeah, they always smile and talk to me whenever I'm here, but...
Yeah, I'm not calling the cops on them for that.
But I'm still upset by this. I'm still upset that they didn't take the time to read the shipping label.
Again, I think it's mostly whoever delivered that. Like you said, there were 2 other separate packages that came here.
Same day.
The same day. Why did they put that at a different address? Assuming that's what happened. We don't know that that's what happened.
It might have been a porch pirate situation. They opened it and realized they had 0 use for anything in this box.
Yeah, and figured it probably wasn't very valuable. That is also possible.
Which is absolutely not true, because this box is the one that has all the value in it.
Though being said, Doggo here never went ballistic, and if somebody came up on the porch and opened a package, he would have went ballistic. He goes ballistic when the mailman comes.
Well, we've rambled a lot. Do you guys want to see what's inside? Because this is the box that I'm very excited about. I'm super, super stoked for these 2 items right here.
I'm very excited for that white box.
Oh, you want to see what's inside of this one?
I do.
I'm more excited for this box, I think.
If y'all never hear from Rem ever again, it wasn't me.
So, for anybody who hangs out and watches any live streams, you guys probably recognize what this is. Elgato is a subsidiary company of, I believe it's Corsair. It might be... Oh gosh, who owns Elgato? I don't remember. Yeah, it is Corsair. Corsair owns Elgato. Elgato is their streaming division. Okay, so everything that Elgato produces is aimed at live streams and video production. And I have wanted a reason to buy one of these for such a long time. This is the Stream Deck. And what's cool about the Stream Deck is it is changeable buttons. So far, love the packaging. I am a sucker for a good box. This thing has some gravity to it. I didn't expect the device to be so heavy. But each of these little buttons here, I'm going to be able to program to do different things as a part of the stream. There are 15 on this particular one. Feel that?
That does, in fact, have some weight to it.
So it's going to make it easier for me to do things as a part of the stream without...
Sneak. So you can plug your stuff in and then put it back together.
Yeah. Let's see that over here. So what this does is it separates out of here. You know what else is really cool about this? We could 3D print custom holders for this.
Dope.
So Loyal has several of these. Dude, we could make like a custom panel for these.
How many of those you finna get?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
We only have 2 cameras.
So what's nice though is it also gives you two different view options.
Explain yourself.
Like for me, so this is like low profile, you can hit it from a keyboard. So like if I was using this gaming, you could like also set these up to do macros and different things like that. So like it's got the gripperized texture
that's nice.
right there like this. And then super satisfying peel there. This one also has the texture. But when it's set up like this, it's much easier for me to physically see what each of them are. If they're just here low profile, it's a little bit more quick to get to. A lot of editors use these too, like video editors. Because you can set macros up in here. Or just map out your different buttons for like Resolve or Premiere.
How much was that?
I got it on sale for like $149. Being said, there are other devices that are more aimed at editing. I got this one because it's more aimed at streaming. Oh, this is gonna be a problem in a second. I thought that I read that this was a C2C connection. This is a C to A connection, so we're not going to be able to play with this on stream tonight. Because I don't have any more C to C cables.
There's literally one sitting. It's in the drawer in there.
Okay,
That
so
one
you
we
have
used
one.
the other day. I do have a C2C cable, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, this is a good quality cable.
You want me to snag it?
Yeah, if you don't mind. So this is a good quality cable. It's got a right angle connector. So what we can do is just stick it in here. It just plugs in like that. You route the cable out the back.
Stand by, we're having technological differences.
I don't know what I'm more concerned about. The light, the softbox, or your wall.
Well, the wall is the most likely of those things to be damaged from that. Because it's made of the chintziest material.
I don't... Oof. Wall is scuffed.
Where?
Right there. I think a magic eraser should fix that.
I actually think that Mom has a spare gallon of the paint that was used in this room somewhere. So if it's bad enough, we can paint over it.
I wonder how that looked on stream. Just
It got very dark. Go lay down.
too
go lay
bad
down.
use it.
Go
Is
lay
it a
down.
deck that streams? No, it's not a deck that streams. It's a deck that enhances the streams. I do like that it came with a right angle connector. And then it just... This is the problem with modern MacBooks, is Apple took away all the Type A ports. And in most cases, that's a thing that I enjoy. However, other implements have not quite caught up yet. So we'll hook that up in a minute. I think I've teased Beau enough. We'll get into this.
Once you get that out, I'm setting it up, putting it in the softbox, and we're going to turn it on.
That's what I very much want to happen.
Okay.
So that way we can utilize it and enjoy it. So Colbor is a newer lighting company that I found...
Not to be confused with Newer, which is also a lighting company.
I found these guys on an absolute fluke earlier this year. And I'm super impressed because like they make really good lights, comparable in my opinion in quality to Godox and some of the other bigger names like Armatan. Armatan? No, that's the drone company. Aperture. But at a significantly less expensive price point. So what we're using for our main light over there is a 200 watt Colbor. It's called a Cobb light. Well, this
COB is an acronym. It stands for Chip on Board.
This one
In
is
case anyone was curious.
their 100 watt version, which is what I was actually looking at buying first, and I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I went for the more expensive light first. And in my excitement to get into this, oh, no, I did go to top down. Ah, cool. So this very little light right here is going to be super bright and super powerful. And this is going to really take our video quality going forward just that much better. So that's why we got the other umbrella that we opened up earlier.
Oh, is that also a reflector?
Yep.
That is nice.
Ooh. Ooh. This one feels a little bit cheaper.
Does that have an umbrella mount on it too?
This is bones capable, yeah. I just don't know how it's gonna hook on here. So that one is plastic. The 100 watt is a little bit beefier. Or 200 watts a little bit beefier. Okay, here's some hardware in here. I also love that all of their stuff comes with these really nice bags. There's an actual instructions manual for this as well. You're also blocking the light with your head.
That's awesome.
Is that just a QD mount?
Yeah, it just, those little detents in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on stream, but there's little...
Out of focus. Put your hand behind it.
Oh.
There it is.
There's little detents in here.
Down. There you go. You're dead center.
On either side, and then these slide into slots on the light. And it goes this way. And just, oh, too far. Snaps into place. Right there. That's awesome.
Hey, dog. Quit doing dog stuff.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Hey.
Stop. Stop.
Okay. This is also rad. So this is the actual mount that holds us to the light stand. And it just tensions. So it uses NATO rail, which you may know as pick rail if you are an enthusiast of sporting goods. This also tensions it inside.
Interesting.
Well, so that's their whole thing. That's why they designed this platform. So this is NATO rail, and this is receiving NATO rail. They're designed for you to be able to link these up together. So we could actually hook this onto our other light if we wanted to. Or we could slide this onto something a little more extreme.
Could you imagine having to be plugged into the wall for that?
We can
Hold on, I can't move from this spot.
You know we have to see what it looks like, right?
We're going to try it now.
Not right now. So, if how my brain thinks this works is how this works, this just slides in, and then I use this knob right here.
Get it further towards the front.
And just twist this to tension it. And then I'm just going to go until it's tight. That's not going anywhere. And then it mounts using this onto our light stand. Gotta peel this. And then if we weren't using the diffuser, like if we wanted this to throw for a long distance, or artistically we were looking for a harsher lighting solution, we could just put this reflector dome. The other bigger light came with one as well. So this is like, if you're trying to do like a spotlight situation, you want to cast shadows or blind the neighbors. And it's just a quick detach. There's a little catch right here. You just grab that, twist, that pops off, and then the big old umbrella will snap on. And these are super versatile. So this one is just powered by USB-C. but it does have a huge laptop style power adapter. So this one we're going to have to be a little bit more careful with the Type-C connector, Beau. We may need to zip tie in the future, zip tie our power adapter cable to our light stand. So that way it functions as a strain relief. Also, I haven't had a chance to check audio. Is the music playing? Deanna, thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Two pad use it. We'll have to set it up before we can use that calyx. Alright. We're going to take a quick intermission so that way we can play with some lights. And I will...
Don't take an intermission. I'm sure they want to watch you get blinded on camera.
Yeah, no. We'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so we were able to get the new studio light set up, and I'm pretty excited about that because now, using the app on my phone, I can control both lights and the effects. So one of my favorite things with these lights are the effect features. So there is a crackling fire, which works oh so perfectly for this time of year. I don't know what else exactly we're going to use this for other than just for fun, but it kind of looks like there's a fire going.
I'm going to be honest with you. If we turn these down to a reasonable brightness and just sat in that other room watching TV with one of these just on, like pointed at the ceiling or something, it would make for a nice ambiance in the room, if I'm being honest.
Let's see. Let's bump the brightness down. Oh, it does not like that.
What doesn't like that?
The 100 watt one does not like being turned down to 16% with the fire effect. Looks like it was kind of struggling with that. I don't know. That's kind of cool. So, I am blind now.
I was going to say you need to turn the brightness back up.
Yeah, we still need to learn how to best utilize these.
Toss me the reflector. It's being weird on camera.
So, I mean, we still need to learn how to best utilize the settings in the app and everything. But for the money, these lights are such a good value. They're such...
What'd you pay for the 100 watt?
You know, I'm not 100% sure.
Calyx said fire. Yay!
Yeah.
Calyx, I too am a pyro.
Let's see. So, it's on sale right now for $160. Marked down from $219.
For the 100 watt?
Yeah.
What'd you pay for this?
It was $200 on sale. It was a bigger sale.
I was gonna say, that was...
I paid for that what I was going to pay for a single 100 watt aperture light.
That's what I was thinking.
So that's it, guys. That's what I grabbed for Black Friday. I mean, it's for those of you who are not into photography / videography, it probably seems like pretty boring stuff. But it is stuff that is going to make our jobs significantly easier, better. These lights are so much nicer.
And if you are in the market for some cob lighting, Colbor, Colbor. So far, I cannot recommend these lights highly enough.
I'm blown away.
For the money, they're amazing.
The 200 watt one is all metal housing. The 100 watt one is a little bit more plasticky feeling.
Yeah, I just knocked over the 200 watt one, and the light itself is higher than I am. Granted, I'm short. I'm like 5'9", but the light is over my head on the light stand, and I just knocked it over a minute ago, and it didn't care at all.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm happy as heck with these lights, and they both come with really nice carrying bags,
which is also a fantastic add-on to these.
Yeah, especially seeing as, for those of you who have been watching for more than one video, you know we're all over the place. We have several different locations that we're filming and streaming from, so being able to have these bags that the lights come with, easy to load out, pack out, and move around is super, super nice. That is a very wonderful thing for us to be able to have. It adds to our versatility. It's going to make the shoots a lot nicer. We're going to be able to get a little bit more artistic with our shots. Things will look better. And that's what we're doing, is every video, every stream, we're trying to do something better than we did last time, because we're both learning about content creation as we go.
The best part for me with these lights is that we no longer have to worry about what is the lighting like somewhere where we want to film. Mm-hmm. If we can have these lights with us, it doesn't matter what the lighting's like. We provide the lighting, and it's, again, so far both of these cold bore lights are fantastic.
Well, you know what's really nice is Jonathan is going to be really proud of us for this. You remember that was one of his big points of feedback, was improve the lighting situation. We using these two really nice lights plus the low end lights that we already had, we're going to be able to set up a proper 3-point lighting situation. Once we're set back up in the shed and can kind of set up a permanent lighting and filming configuration, we're gonna be able to set up a proper 3-point lighting situation. But one thing that you guys might be able to pick up is there's a lot more separation now between myself and the background than there was. So I'm standing out from what's behind me because I'm now more evenly lit.
If you look all the way to the right of your screen, that is an opening into the kitchen of my house, and there is a refrigerator straight back from there. And
go stand where you're pointing out.
I mean, I can see it plain as day.
Go emerge from the shadow to emphasize the effect.
In real life, from where I just was, I could see this spot plain as day.
Yep.
And I could not see it on the screen. I'm standing here right now. I don't know if you can see me or not at all, but I am standing here, and I could not see this on my screen.
So we got some big upgrades today. So I'm really excited. Like I said, we've been having a lot of fun with doing these live streams, and I think that we're trying to get into a weekly live stream now. Also, the goal is always still bi-weekly video uploads at a minimum, but again, these lights are going to make our videos look so much better. I'm already really happy with our audio quality from these DJI mics that we have.
Best investment you could have made, in my opinion.
I agree. They've been great. But dude, these lights, and we don't even have like a super optimal lighting situation set up.
This room in my house is not large enough to actually properly position these lights.
No.
We're basically just ruining Rem's vision right now.
I'm blind.
We're singeing his retinas.
Oh, it's so bad.
Because we cannot properly place these lights because this room is just not big enough.
Yeah, no. Being said, I'm super happy. I mean, again, these are one of those investments that we made that are going to be multifaceted. There are several situations that these are going to improve everything, and it's not just for live streaming. Like, this is going to make our videos look that much better. Like, I could switch right now to using my iPhone for filming videos, and because of these lights, you guys would not know that we're not using high-end cameras for this. So,
which currently we're using, well, several $1,000s worth of filming equipment, just camera equipment.
Video production is not super cheap.
Well, there's also the fact that I'm kind of an idiot and bought a really expensive camera that I didn't need because,
Yeah,
well, I already said I'm kind of an idiot.
Yeah, you're making money with it now, so.
That's true. That's true. I am making money with it.
So, that's what I have, guys. That was, that's my Black Friday haul. That's, these are the things that content creators buy on Black Friday. Filming equipment, lighting, and I'm really excited to play around with the Stream Deck, but I really don't think that there's anything that's going to be entertaining for you at all while I figure out how to set these buttons up. I do not think that's going to be very engaging. So
I'll be entertained. I'm going to get to witness it, and I will be entertained.
yeah, yeah. So for everybody who's been here hanging out, thank you. For those of you who shared, much appreciated.
Who do we owe 2 spools of filament to?
James Huffman.
Yeah, we need to get those in the mail.
Yeah. I addressed that at the top of the stream.
Okay. That's right, you did.
Yeah, with the whole travel situation and everything. And the holidays. But on that note, guys, I think that we're going to call it here. We're going to play around with these new toys and see what we can kind of shake out of it. Thanks for coming to hang out for this impromptu stream, and have a great rest of your Friday.